Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be talking about a couple new things that are going to be coming out very soon. Now, we talked about this last week a little bit. I kind of had told you guys that Flashback Mbappe was supposed to come out. We've recently just had a Flashback Conte. Yesterday, we had a little bit of a crazy SBC. I'm sure if you didn't see in the FIFA community, you've probably been living under a rock, but yesterday we had a hero upgrade SBC, guys. Yes, we did. So yesterday was obviously a pretty big SBC. To be fair, it's actually a lot of coins to do this, and it's not really worth it. It's kind of like a lottery where it's 180k, and most players are just not even over 100k. So, you know, it does have a high upvote, but that's because our community is addicted to gambling. I mean, that's just what it is. So it's not a great SBC, but what I want to talk about with you guys today is a couple of things that are going to be coming out to foot most likely in the next week. Now, there's some that I could say that are a little bit more certain than others, but we'll kind of talk about what to expect, how to prepare for them, and I'll give you guys my best kind of analysis of it. If you guys enjoy the video today, man, drop a thumbs up. So we have a couple new codes. I found this off of Footwatch's tweet. Some guy by the name of Leveled Up. But Footwatch usually puts the code. I couldn't find it from theirs, but they just retweeted this one. So there's a base icon upgrade pack coming to the game. Now this is a pretty big deal because this is a big SBC. This is like the first big massive SBC of the year. You know, I would have said that before yesterday, but now, you know, a hero upgrade is kind of a big deal. And I'll tell you this, the hero upgrade is going to be a lot cheaper than the icon upgrade because EA know icons linked to every single thing in the game and that they can get your money. So don't expect the base icon upgrade to be cheap. This will be coming out most likely very soon. And if we look at last year's, the first one last year came out around Black Friday. They actually had released 3-player icon SBCs I believe at the same date of the actual base icon upgrade, or around the same day. We got Luis Figo, we got Javier Zanetti, and we got Van der Sar. 1.4 for Figo, 430 for Van der Sar, and 650 for Zanetti. So those prices were obviously a little bit crazy. But base icon upgrade, the first one last year, also came out with a current team of the week upgrade, and it came out at 600,000 coins. You just minted 85 and 85 and 86 and an 87. And an 87 was 217 and an 86 was 165. So obviously we're in a little bit of a different dilemma this year because 86s aren't worth nearly as much. Even with a hero upgrade out, an 86 squad is only 98k. Now this Foot Heroes SBC is available for another 6 days, which means most likely fodder. And if you guys don't know what fodder is, a lot of people always ask me, what is fodder? It's really the high-rated cards like Ruben Diaz, David Silva, cards that people aren't actually using in game, but people are only using to submit in SBCs. These types of cards will probably actually keep their value because of this Foot Hero upgrade. Now, a lot of people are saying, Nick, you know, this base icon upgrade is probably not going to be out until Black Friday, which would be in a couple of weeks, guys. But you know, there is a really decent chance, I think, that it comes out a little bit earlier this year. It may come out when this expires. I don't think these two will overlap. So I think the earliest we'll see the base icon upgrade is probably next Monday. That's probably the earliest that I could see it, guys. I don't really see it being in this Friday because I think this Friday, I don't think EA is going to want to take away the attention from the Rule Breakers 2 team, which is a bunch of new players coming into packs. I just don't see EA wanting to really divert the attention from that to a base icon SBC. We've also got another big SBC coming out this week. So what is a base icon going to do to the market? Well, obviously, you guys saw yesterday a Foot Hero that's 180k. It did a lot of damage to the market. It really did. We've seen some really tremendous drop-offs in prices. Sun before the SBC yesterday was 180k. And if we even look on the hourly, when the SBC was released, he was like 145k. We saw some crazy price drops just when the SBC was released yesterday. And then we saw some crazy panic buying. Okay, we saw some crazy panic buying. And now, kind of see the market back down again. That is due to the fact that a lot of people sold their teams do this Foot Hero upgrade, and people are still doing it as we speak right now because it's very tempting. People are going to go ahead and do it, but 180k, especially in a market that's crashing every single day, and we made the video the other day how basically no matter what you pack, you really can't make a lot of coins this year, or you can't really grind. These are going to take massive tolls in the market this year. So I'm hoping that EA start to adjust the prices of the SBCs and make them cheaper than the past, because the trend that EA do is they kind of make SBCs more expensive every year. And I really don't agree with that because obviously we're in a different state with the market in this year. But saying that, guys, This base icon upgrade will kill the market. It will destroy the market. We currently can't afford to have that this week. If we have that this week, we're going to be talking like Gold Sun is 100K, because everybody's going to sell everything to do this, or at least, roll the dice once. Now, in terms of a price that I expect this to be, I would say about 450 to 500K. I think that's probably what it'll end up being. I don't know if E is going to really make it more than that. Obviously, with the base icons, guys, you do have a lot of crazy players. I don't think the appeal to it is as tempting as it has always been. I think that, I think you've got some pretty crazy players. Obviously, Pele's really meta this year. Maradona, Zidane, Garrincha's very good. R9's kind of, still sick to pack, but Eusebio, Cruyff, you do have some pretty crazy base icons this year. So, obviously, a lot of people are going to roll the dice. And obviously, looking at these price points, EA can really make this kind of expensive. We're even at the point of the year where, Maldini baby, Cafu baby, these guys are 500K. You've got other outliers like Del Piero, Carlos Alberto that are, 700 to a million coins. So, guys, I would expect this SBC to come out. In terms of obviously preparing for it, the best thing you guys can do is obviously prepare with getting high-rated cards. But right now is not a really good time to do that. The problem right now, if you guys wanted to go ahead and buy high-rated cards, is that almost every single high-rated card is up in price right now, right? Skriniar is 14K. He was 7K. So we're talking 86. This is why we kind of prepare for this, guys. This is why, when I get on and I say, let's do a club stock, this is kind of the point of a club stock, guys. The point of a club stock is to help you guys either make coins on fodder or do SBCs with more accessibility. That's really the point, the end all with it. And that's why I tell you guys to do it. Because I think you guys can really make some coins over time with doing these club stocks. So we take a look at the club stock. My club stock is basically gone because I submitted all my players in SBCs. And when I did the hero upgrade yesterday, which you guys probably saw on YouTube, I got Mr. Chips Ahoy. All right. But, a lot of informs started going up as well because there was an inform requirement in a couple of these SBCs. And I think EA will do the same exact thing with the base icon upgrade. We're already seeing a little bit of a rise with these informs. I picked this up at 13. He's 16 now. I think Hradeki's like 15, 16. So these guys will continue to rise throughout the year in terms of we continue to get SBCs, et cetera, et cetera. So don't worry about the informs. The golds, guys, it's trying to figure out with the golds when's going to be the best time to buy. Now, I think the best time to buy fodder, you've got two scenarios here, and fodder is obviously like the high rated. Yesterday when I was doing the foot hero upgrade, I was really out of fodder. I've been doing a lot of SBCs for content recently. I've been doing Nkunku. I've been doing, a bunch of players, and it's been taking the toll on my club. When I was doing the SBC yesterday, I was buying Oblak at 45K. He's now 47. So these guys are rising, and although the foot hero upgrade isn't repeatable, as time goes on, more people are going to do it. It's available for 6 days. People are going to do it. People get bored, and they want to take a risk. So that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to currently occur. You're like, Nick, when can I pick up, some of these golds? When will they drop again? Because obviously, before yesterday, I believe Oblak was like 40K. And this guy is a prime example of a really good fodder. Yeah, 48.5. And yesterday, on last Thursday, he was 34K. So he's up 14K from that point. Lewandowski was also 35K. So these guys, most likely, your best scenario is that with this Rule Breakers 2, we get some more supply on Friday. We get some more supply this weekend. We're going to need some more promo packs, and that should drop fodder overall towards the end of this hero upgrade expiring. Your best case scenario, guys, is that we don't actually get the base icon upgrade, and this would be for investors, that we don't get the base icon upgrade until like Black Friday or a couple days after, so that basically with Black Friday, that's the first lightning rounds of the year. The lightning rounds with the pack weight this year will just absolutely batter the market. It will kill the market entirely. We'll get so much supply that even investors can't keep up with it, and it should just generally tank the market. That would be your real ideal thing. But obviously, we know, guys, the pack weight is way better this year. If you open a 25K pack, you have an 8.9% chance of packing an 86-plus player. And those types of players, a lot of the time that people are packing, these are fodders, right? These are mainly fodders. You're not getting a lot of the meta players, and obviously we talked about a lot of the meta players are really expensive. So those are hard to get anyways. So it's just about figuring out, navigating, when's really the best time you guys can stock up and really go for this, man. And I think your best case is sometime this weekend. But you don't want to be too greedy. You want to let these guys drop. There are going to be a lot of investors, guys, going in on this. And look, I think generally as we look at the market, even pre-base Icon SBC, if we compare the prices of a 91, a 91 from this year to last year, they're still really undervalued, guys. The high rateds right now, they're extremely undervalued. And if we go take a look at generations and we look at, let's say 91 Oblak from last year, when we really do get that first base Icon SBC, which I think was Black Friday time, there's just a slow increase. And through the month of December, they're just undervalued. You know, a 91 being in the 40K range is still really low. It's not at the point yet where it's a great time to invest, although long term it probably is. Just be patient. I think, you know, take a look at some of these these high rated golds to drop. You know, maybe another 5-10% in the next week. I think that's really a good entry point. And then what you guys can do is you guys can either club stock, you can choose to sell for profit, or you can just kind of ride it out and see where it goes and then do the SBC for cheaper. But, you know, for example, yesterday I was doing the SBC and Tony Cruz was 22K. Now he's 29. So people are clearly completing this SBC. And, you know, you guys got to be careful with this base icon, because I think with this base icon, I think it's going to do a lot of damage on the market. You know, I'm really struggling myself to make a lot of coins this year. It's really hard. And so, you know, when I look at that perspective, we made that video the other day, the casuals just, it's almost impossible. I mean, there was a tweet the other day basically talking about how somebody with a team of like Marcos Llorente, Frankie de Jong, you know, kind of like a meta goal team, you know, one of those types of people, if you had one of these teams a week ago, your team went down like 60% in price. I mean, that's just insane. So it is one of those years where I think now, you know, we've always have this time of the year now where people kind of say, okay, F it, I'm going to do the SBC, I have nothing to lose. And then some people lose all their coins and they quit or they take a break. So it is kind of one of more of those times of the year. But the other thing I want to talk about is in the code, not only do we have a base icon in the code, we also had a couple other codes that got added. Obviously, a 581 to 86 pack. And the goal of these is that hopefully these will help us craft the base icon pack. So, you know, there's always a way every single year where you can kind of like do SBCs to kind of put things into SBCs, and we call that craft. So hopefully you can icon craft. There's a way where, you know, you can put in a certain amount of low rated goals. You don't got to go in the market, and you could try to depend on pack luck to kind of go ahead and complete a base icon SBC. But obviously you can see hero upgraded was in the code. And then we have an attribute pack, which is interesting. I mean, this one is a little bit weird. We've never had this pack, but I'm not so sure how I feel about this one. But other than that, you know, obviously, guys, one of the main leaks that I had talked about in the video the other day is Flashback Mbappe potentially coming. This is a big deal, you know, for this game. Now, some of the leakers have said that his card is not going to be that good. They really don't think he's going to be that crazy. You know, obviously, we have a couple variables with Mbappe. We talked about this the other day. You know, is he going to be a left, a right wing or a striker? You know, are they going to go with more of a FIFA 19 Mbappe, which was a pretty good version of Mbappe? Or are they going to go more with a 17 or 18 where, you know, he's not as good, you know, 4-star, 4-star? You know, as we talked about in the video the other day, the thing with Ronaldo that was really unique is Ronaldo still last year, guys, had, I'm going to try to scroll back here to maybe see if I get to the expired SBC tab. Did I have that open here? Yes, we did. So, I mean, with Ronaldo last year, guys, we had a situation where, you know, he still came out as a usable card at the time. And that's obviously going to, you know, again, I think regardless of how good the cards are, we had 2 Ronaldo SBCs last year. Mbappe's still a player that a lot of people are going to want to collect, and it was the same thing with Ronaldo last year, although Ronaldo had more of that, you know, retro United feel because it was a flashback to him playing at United. You know, Ronaldo came out at 334K. This day on the market, though, a lot of cards got sold kind of like yesterday. When you guys saw that, you know, these meta cards dropped yesterday 10, 15, 20%, this was another day where that happened, and I think with Mbappe, that will also happen. Guys, by the way, check it out. 20,000 likes and 17,000 dislikes. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy for this Ronaldo. But yeah, this guy, you know, came out. Obviously, he required, I think, an 84 and 85. I think it was an 83, 85, and 86 maybe. Something like that. Actually, maybe it was an 87. Let me see what this was. What did they require? Was it an 87? 86. So yeah, this came out as 5-star, 3-star. Now, Ronaldo's gold card this year is 5-star, 4-star. So I think there is a very big variable, you know, with Flashback Mbappe of does he still have a 5-star skills, or does he lose weak foot? Does he lose both? You know, we obviously do have a really big variable there. And when this card did come out, you know, Gold Ronaldo, I think, was still, you know, 1 million coins plus. So he comes out at 330. So, you know, for me taking a look at the market right now, and I actually have Mbappe in my team at the moment, it is going to be interesting to see what EA kind of give Mbappe relative to the market, because obviously Gold Mbappe this year is insanely expensive. I mean, when we go, I got him at 1.7. I think he's been, you know, close to getting up to 1.8. And there's actually a chance that this guy, you know, if we ever get like a post Black Friday boom or a Team of the Year rise, there's a chance this guy is going to go to 2 mil this year. This guy reminds me of Ronaldo's gold card in FIFA 19. So I'm very intrigued to see kind of how EA come out and release this SBC. We'll kind of see what happens when he does come out. But It is going to be very interesting, guys, and I think that, you know, mainly the base Icon and Mbappe. I mean, these are two massive SBCs that can really impact the market, and in a way where we're going to see a sell-off of teams, and we're going to also see a huge boom in fodder. I even think for Mbappe, there's a chance that fodder can boom. Now, with a base Icon upgrade, right? When that does come out, guys, all the high rated golds that are cheap in value are all going to go up no matter what. There could be a lot of investors, there could be people are pack addicted. So whenever there's a stall in selling or something, all these golds are going to go up, right? Yesterday, obviously, I think golds were a little bit low because investors were selling, and now people are still doing it and it's just rising. That will probably happen with the base Icon as well. So we may actually do a little bit of trading when the base Icon comes out, where if the gold fodder is not up much or it goes down a bit, we may actually buy it if we think it's going to rise over the next few days. And as I'm going to kind of come back and reiterate to you guys, Mbappe's SBC price is going to just kind of impact whether golds go up, whether teams get sold off. You know, if he comes out as like a 4-star skill, 3-star weak foot player, he's a lot slower, or he's got bad dribbling or bad shooting, and he's like 400, 500K, a lot of people might just pass on it and it might not really impact the market. So that SBC is a little bit more dependent on whether or not EA come out and kind of release a good SBC. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see when that one comes out. That's obviously more of an event of when it comes out. You know, we'll be able to figure it out and we'll kind of evaluate it. But guys, big SBCs coming to FIFA, man. So wanted to make a video kind of talking about it. I will keep you guys updated on YouTube when I decide to kind of investigate and maybe stock or do anything really specific, and follow along with the streams because you guys will see as well when we're doing that. So thank you guys for watching the video today. I appreciate it, man. Stay healthy. Stay you guys. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.